greatest polymaths in history did not just sit at a desk and think all day. They had healthy habits that helped them keep their bodies well, strengthen their minds, and make them more productive. I'm your host, Keith, here today to talk to you about how you can improve your overall health and productivity by adopting some healthy habits proven by centuries of successful polymaths. If you're anything like me, your least productive days are always the days where you aren't very physically active. There's something about sitting around all day that sucks the desire to achieve anything from your bones. Of course, you may need a day like that now and then to relax and take a break from the hustle and bustle of life. Still, if you do it every day, you will slowly dig yourself into a pit of mental and physical despair. Life is too short for that. Enjoy it to the fullest by staying on the positive side of life and adapting habits that will help you thrive in whatever you may be doing. Albert Einstein had a variety of eccentricities, as do many geniuses. One of these, believe it or not, was his dedication to a daily walk. He walked 1.5 miles each way while working at Princeton University. He considered this time sacred and did it daily. For him, it was more than just exercise. It was time to give his brain a different perspective and inspire creativity. Of course, he also reaped some of the physical health effects, but the ability to help his mind be more creative may be a strong argument for his great success. Had he just stood in front of the blackboard working on math problems, I doubt he would have solved nearly as much. I can attest to this myself, especially if I feel stressed by work or trying to come up with a solution to a difficult problem. A nice walk or run seems to reinvigorate me. It gets the blood pumping and releases a lot of the stress caused by whatever you're contemplating. Often just taking your focus off of a problem for a short while will allow you to come back to it with a whole new perspective. I formulate a lot of my more creative solutions during a run. The days I start the morning with exercise are always my most productive days. I'm full of energy and have no stress or distractions keeping me from completing the tasks at hand. The increase in serotonin and dopamine in the body does wonders for the mood and mental well-being. A healthy body truly fosters a healthy mind. With a healthy mind, you can accomplish anything. Think of daily exercise as a turbo boost to your productivity and potential. No matter how busy you get, don't lose sight of this vital aspect of taking care of yourself. Set time aside each day to get a minimum of 20 to 30 minutes of intense exercise, or up to an hour of low-impact activity. It doesn't matter what you do, or just do something. It could be as easy as taking some time for a walk, or performing a yoga routine, or doing some high-intensity interval training. Mix it up and try and adapt the activity to fit easily into your schedule. The easier it is to accomplish, the less likely you are to skip it. I've become a firm believer in morning exercise. If you can get it done first thing in the morning, you can at least say you accomplished that today. It also keeps you from pushing it off or forgetting about it altogether. If you make exercise a priority in your life, it will soon become a routine for you, like brushing your teeth. Before you know it, the days you miss will be the days you feel out of sorts and uncomfortable. Even on rest days from more intense exercise, you can still walk or do some light stretching. Movement is the key to feeling younger, no matter what your age. For instance, this morning, I had trouble falling back asleep, so I took advantage of the time to complete my DDP yoga class that I had scheduled for the day. After the almost hour-long class was completed, I felt so much better. My body felt loose and relaxed. Plus, I had the satisfaction of starting the day ahead of my plan, which further boosted my confidence for the day and took off some of the pressure of fitting everything in. Find a convenient way for you to get your blood pumping in the morning, and your day will be more relaxed and productive. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the people at Anchor for putting together such an awesome podcasting tool. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. First off, it's free, so you can launch your podcast with no risk at all and at your own pace. With their incredible creation tools, you can record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. It couldn't be easier. Not to mention, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so you can be heard on all of the major platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many, many more. You can even earn money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. If you've been curious about launching your own podcast, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to start today. Staying active and keeping yourself moving is just one part of keeping yourself in good physical condition. The way you feed your body plays an even more critical role in your overall health. People often like to think that their brains are somehow separate from their bodies. But the truth is that what you feed your body also feeds your mind. If you're eating trashy food, you're hindering your mind from working at its full potential. You're also giving the rest of your body inadequate fuel, which can cause you to feel weak or lazy. By adopting a diet of whole foods, you'll immediately feel the difference in how your body feels. Along with clarity in your mind, you'll find your productivity will increase with the most straightforward changes to your diet. The first step is to ditch the processed food. For just a few extra minutes, you can make a homemade meal from fresh ingredients. Convenience is great until you realize you're shaving years off of your life. The few extra minutes you take each day to make a meal will add years of productivity to you and your loved ones' lives. Eating out can be excellent for a special occasion, but eating out, even at the nicest of restaurants, can also cause you to feel bloated and weighed down. Portion size plays a huge role in eating healthy because overeating even the most nutritious foods isn't good for you. Always keep in mind the number of calories you should be consuming for your personal health goals. Try not to overeat by having too large portion sizes for meals, and don't skip meals. You need consistent nutrition each day throughout the day to keep your mind and body in harmony. Not eating enough to fuel yourself can almost be as bad as overeating. Despite carbs often getting a bad rap these days, your brain needs carbs to perform at its optimal level. The brain consumes 20% of the body's energy and prefers the quick energy source of simple sugars of broken down carbohydrates like glucose. It will take other resources, but only as a last resort. I've experienced this myself near the end of an intermittent fasting session. In the final few hours, you often feel very focused and energetic, which can be great when timed with exercise. However, sitting down and studying or writing while in this state can be very frustrating. Anytime you need mental focus, you need to ensure that you're adequately fed beforehand to keep you from getting frustrated. Long story short, you can prevent very inefficient use of your time with proper nutrition. To get myself off to a good start each day, I began making a 500-calorie smoothie for breakfast each morning, which always includes at least one leafy green like kale or Swiss chard, an assortment of fruits, vegetables, along with a plant-based protein powder and almond milk. Having a consistent, nutritious breakfast gets you off to a good start. Something quick, easy, and portable like a smoothie can be beneficial to get you on the right track to a healthier lifestyle without a lot of hassle. I usually stay full until around lunchtime, which keeps me more focused and productive, no matter how busy my morning might be. Check out my social media channels for recipes and more guidance to adopting a healthier lifestyle without a lot of hassle. These past few months, I've adapted a new dedication to improving my overall health. It is essential to realize how much your physical and mental health are tied together. Once you adopt this approach, you'll make tremendous progress towards all of your goals. Combining physical activity with healthy eating habits will make you a more efficient and productive person overall. Starting with these few simple suggestions, you can start making progress today. Special thanks to my supporters who have recently purchased a copy of my workbook, Becoming an Everyday Polymath, on Amazon. Your support is genuinely appreciated and inspires me to provide more help and insight to those who are seeking it. Be sure to follow Everyday Polymath on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for additional inspiration and tips that have contributed to my success. I also look forward to sharing some delicious recipes and useful workouts to improve your lifestyle. Until next time, I'm Keith, your Everyday Polymath, wishing you health and happiness. And don't forget to stay curious.